From the churning on stage to churning in the kitchen. Today in our Conscious Cooking kitchen, Anuradha brings a favorite Mexican street food, the quesadilla, to the table. Much like Indian food, Mexican cuisine is a burst of colors and flavors. Do enjoy.
Namaste, Vanakkam. Welcome to Conscious Cooking with me, Anuradha, on Sadhana. Today we're going a little bit exotic, and I'm going to show you something that's very different, and it's something that we're borrowing from our neighbors in Mexico. It's called a quesadilla, and it's a basic pizza-like sandwich that the Mexican people love eating. And of course, a tortilla or a sandwich is something that you can put many other fillings and many other options in. So today I'm going to be doing a very simple filling, and that's with some green pepper and tomato. So I'm going to tell you how I made it very quickly, quite simply. Just a little bit of olive oil, some tomato puree and green pepper. You let it cook down for a little bit and season it with some black pepper and salt, and just garnish it with some fresh coriander. So we're going to begin by toasting our tortillas, because I like a nice crisp tortilla. So we just dry toast it in our pan, and while that is toasting away, I'm going to show you what we're going to be using apart from our filling. I've got here grated mozzarella cheese, but you can use cheddar as well. It's got a nice salty taste. And I'm going to be adding to our filling some really nicely cut up jalapeno pepper, just so that there's a nice spiciness to what we're eating, because you know Mexican food and spice also go well together, which is another thing that Indian cooking shares with Mexico. So we'll let this get a little bit spotted with the toasting, and then we'll start assembling it with the cheese as the base layer. And as I said, we're going to start with a layer of cheese at the bottom, and you can be generous in how much of cheese you want to use. Now we're going to be adding our topping, and it is the tomato and pepper that I'm deciding to use today, but there's so many options that you can have. Just like you have options for sandwiches, you can do the same with the quesadilla. So many different vegetables, you can have even soya. It just depends on what you're feeling like. And we're going to finish off with another layer of this cheese. Right, and now we're going to finish off with another tortilla placed on top. We're going to add a little bit of butter to our pan. And while that's sizzling away, just a little to just coat the pan, we're going to add our little sandwich, and we're going to lightly toast it again. And it mustn't be a very high heat. You want a gentle heat so that the cheese just melts and everything comes together. So we'll flip it over very gently. And you just want to make sure that your cheese has melted quite nicely inside. You can have a look, and it has. You've got a nice cheesy ooze coming out there. And when you've done, and you're quite comfortable, you can take it off, turn off your heat, and then I like to use a pizza cutter for this part. We're going to just cut it up into wedges and get it ready for serving. You can cut it into as many pieces as you like. The three accompaniments that traditionally go with this dish. The first one is a tomato salsa. Okay, it's basically tomato, cucumber, chili, little lemon, black pepper and salt. Another much loved accompaniment is sour cream. That's just got a little bit of black pepper on it. And finally, the traditional Mexican guacamole. Here I've made the simplest type of guacamole. I've just got avocado with black pepper, salt and a little of lemon to give it a nice piquant taste.